Hey guys, welcome to my 2025 Traveler's Notebook setup. It's going to be quite similar to last year. I'm going to link that video here. But let's see what I changed. So 2024 was my first year in my Traveler's Notebook and I was thinking about it for years before I finally purchased it. And let me tell you, this is my perfect planner system. So let me show you this setup because I actually have to change the insert in it because I already finished one, which is not good news. We are going to talk about it. But yeah, let's open it up. The first thing that changed is the elastic because last year I was using the dark green color that came with the planner as an extra. However, I would love to have a dark wine colored elastic, but they don't sell one. So I might have to go to a fabric shop or something and pick it up. Anyhow, we have two charms on it. Both of them are from Pandora and they are meant for the bracelets and necklaces. I just didn't use them ever, so I put them here. I purchased both of them when I was living on the Canary Islands for a few months. It brings back great memories, so I love them here. I can see them every day, I can enjoy them every day. So let's get into the notebook. Oh, even the sound. They make such a nice sound. When we open up the notebook, you can see this paper insert here with a lot of stuff in it. Last year I was using this plastic version of it. I understand why people use this. It's waterproof. Maybe you can preserve your documents better, but the feel of it, the look of it, it's not my favorite, and it was also really hard to write in the notebook if I had anything in this zip pocket. So I changed from this to this paper one and I prefer it a lot more. We have a few stickers here. Fresh of the Press is my book club, so I really wanted to represent it here. And isn't it a lovely sticker? Oh my god, I love it so much. So if you are in Toronto, please come to one of our events. We have an octopus and we have a few of these characters. It's from this set actually. I can put it on the screen, the name of it and the brand of it, but how cute is it? I actually purchased it because some of the characters look like me, so I thought like, oh, it's a perfect set for my journal. If we are already here, I have a few stickers with a paper clip, just some random stickers so I can put them in my journal or my notebook if I need anything, and a few more of those Fresh of the Press sticker sheets. I'm so proud of them. I have a plane ticket here. It's from the last time I visited New York and we got engaged with my fiance. I have a Barcelona metro ticket and a hotel little badge for our room. We were living in Barcelona for almost a year and it's my favorite city ever, so I wanted to have it here as a memento. Then we have some pictures here with my sister. We got it done in like this vintage photo booth thing in Paris and I miss her so much. I love to have it here. I have a few notes here, a few bookmarks just in case, and this is from Muji. So this is a monthly calendar setup and this is quite interesting. So it's undated, you put in the dates and you can put maybe a to-do list here or tracking something, maybe your cycle. I'm quite interested to use this. When I saw it in Muji, it was like $4 or something like that, so I wanted to try it, but I didn't really find a use for it yet. But I know I will use it. I know I will use it, I just don't know how yet. So it's here waiting for its time. We have another octopus on this side of this paper thingy, paper insert, and here is the only notebook insert I use in my traveler's journal. So last year I had several in it. I had monthly planners and weekly planners and just a commonplace book and a watercolor notebook. And what I realized is, yes, I love all of these things, but I don't need them in my setup every day. So for example, if I know that I'm going out to a coffee shop to sketch, yes, I will bring my watercolor insert, but this is my day-to-day setup. And the thing is, it's already full because I started to do the Artist's Way challenge. It's a 12-week challenge to unblock yourself, unblock your creativity so you can create more and engage people more and be yourself. I really enjoy it. It has some religious things in it, just to be honest. I normally skip those parts, but if it bothers you, I don't recommend it. But if you want something that makes you actually go out and create more, the Artist's Way challenge is amazing. And one of the things we have to do every day is write in our journal. These are called morning pages, and you have to write 2 to 4 pages every morning so you can get things off your mind, and I love it. But as you can imagine, writing 2 to 4 pages every morning, these inserts are filling up quite fast. So let's get into it. As you can see, I started it in January 2025. We have a nice quote from Orbital by Samantha Harvey here. So we just read Orbital with my book club for December, and I was still under the spell of it. I love this book. So I wanted to start a year with a quote from it. So this is my first page. And then we have 2 blank pages because I created this vision board for myself. I wanted to print it out and stick it in, but I actually finished this insert faster than I could do that. So I will still print the vision board, I will still glue it in. So I will still print the vision board, I will still glue it in. I was just not fast enough to do it. And then we have this setup. So I'm really into tarot cards for quite a few years now, and every new year I do a pull for the whole year. So we are starting in January, February, and we have a card for every month of the year, and we have the bottom of the deck, which is the underlying message in your reading. And this is mine for 2025. Let me know if I should be worried. I think it's going to be a great year. Honestly, we see some big changes here at the end of the year. I'm really excited for 2025. And here is the first Artist's Way spread I did. I don't like my handwriting in this. First of all, I don't like black ink. I understand that this is the most common one. I understand like writing with black ink on white paper. This is the normal thing to do, but I just don't like it. And I was also still writing in my cursive because I'm from Europe. We write in cursive normally, but my cursive writing is so fast that it becomes this. It's almost unreadable even for me, but because my mind can travel so fast, because I can write really fast in cursive, I end up with these things. So later on in the insert you will see my changes I did. So yeah, I did some I did some notes about the Artist's Way book. We had these tasks for the first week, and then I start with my morning pages. I will not show you all of the morning pages because of course they are deeply personal. I'm talking about the stuff that's on my mind, about my anxieties, so I will not show you everything, but I will show you a few spreads. So this is the first spread, still in cursive, still not in love with it. It's in Hungarian, by the way, so if you can't read it, that's why. But let me tell you that these morning pages changed my life, honestly changed my life. I stuck some tea bags here, I started to drink tea this year. Oh, and this morning, this was January 6th, I just finished reading The Secret History by Donna Tartt, and I really enjoyed the book. And when I woke up, it was still on my mind. So I knew like, okay, I have to write out my favorite quotes. So the book is off my mind and I can actually work and focus, and I'm not thinking about the plot and the characters. So I wrote quite a few pages of my favorite quotes, and it really helped me to actually move and it really helped me to actually move on from the book in the best way possible. Okay, this is week 2. Again, I'm still writing in cursive. Here are our tasks, and at this point I started to realize like, okay, I don't want to use a black ink, and I don't want to write in cursive because I'm writing too fast. So I started to do this kind of handwriting, which is closer to like a printed page, if you know what I mean, and it really makes me slow down and actually think about what I'm writing. Again, these are half Hungarian, half English, whatever comes to my mind first, I write it in that language. But this is how I started to write in my journal. And this is one of the fun things we did with the Artist's Way. So this is a life pie. You create a circle and you divide it to 6 different parts, and you name them romance and friends, work, play, exercise, spirituality, and you put a dot where you feel like you are, and you can see which parts of your life are working the best, where you need some redirection. But this morning I was so negative. As you can see, nothing seems good in my life, which is not true. Romance should be here, not here. Exercise, that's fine there. I have to start actually exercising. Work, this could be higher. I'm happy with my work. Friends, it should be way higher. Like, I'm so happy with my friends. I don't know what happened this morning. Here's another page I did. I had to create 10 tiny challenges for myself and do one of them. And I had to write and I also had to write out some lives I would love to live. Maybe becoming a full-time author, having a winery, stationery shop owner, coffee shop owner, theater actress, all of these things that I wanted to be at some point of my life or would love to do. And then we took all of those inspirations and put it into a list to see how could I actually do these things without doing them. So for example, I had full-time author on this side, and I put starting to work on my first book, and this will be most likely the first sentence of my book. Leaving one's country should be never taken lightly. I love this exercise. I really recommend it. It was a ton of fun, and it really made me actually look at my life and see what I like in it, what I should do differently, the things I want to try out. This is another fun setup. So I went to Muji, which is a cafe here in Toronto. It's an amazing place. I had the loveliest time. I was drinking a coconut ginger tea, which was lovely, and their signature cocoa tiramisu was also amazing. And I wanted to try junk journaling, so I put some stickers in here and the coffee cup holder thingy, and I also sketched one of the couples who was sitting in the cafe. This is my first sketch ever, like sketching people, so please be nice. This is my first. And so I sketched it with a fountain pen, and I stuck it in, and I wrote some quotes from the book called Before the Coffee Gets Cold. It's not my favorite book, but somehow this couple made me think of it, and even the cafe had the same vibe. So yeah, this is my first sketch in my journal. And again, you can see more of that print-like writing I do now. It really helps me slow down, so I quite enjoy it. This is the worst setup I ever did. I don't know why I choose these stickers. They don't match, they don't go here. It looks horrendous, but anyways, it's here. Here's another setup. So I did more sketching. I sketched my favorite Starbucks cups I use every day, and I sketched another teacup here, and I tried my cursive writing one more time, but again, I was writing too fast. It's not neat, it's not easy to reread it. And here is a list of artist date ideas, because this is another every week challenge with the artist way. So you have to take yourself on an artist date to refill your creativity. And these are some of the ideas I have. Here are the other two accessories you have seen in my notebook. One of them is this Travelers Company brass clip. I wanted this since I purchased my notebook, but I just, it's a clip. It's like $30. Why would I pay $30 for a clip? But it's so nice. And it's a great way to actually keep your notebook open, so I can just put it in my notebook and it keeps it nice and flat. This was the Love and Trip collection, and I love this pencil board. It has a ruler on the other side, which is perfect for the notebook. But look at this, you can just put it here and see where the middle of the page is. It's just so easy to use. I love it. And it's a lovely addition to my traveler's notebook, because look at this. It makes me so happy. Normally I just put it somewhere in my notebook, clip it in so I don't lose it, and close it. Now I want to talk about the pens and accessories I use. So this is my daily pen from Lamy. This is the Nexx, which is the cheapest option, I believe. Honestly, I wanted to purchase a nicer one, but in the end I was like, I need something that I can put in my bag, something I can trust, and something I won't cry over if I lose it in a cafe. And also this color makes it really easy to find in my bag. And honestly, this is so ugly. I love it. When the guy in the Wonder Pen shop in Toronto showed it to me, I literally said to him, oh my god, it's so ugly, I want to buy it. So, and if you remember from last year's video, I originally purchased this Kaweco Sport in the medium nib, and honestly I don't like it. I'm going to sell it one of these days. It writes amazingly, I love the nib, but this pocket-sized pen, I don't know, it just doesn't work for me, so that's why I wanted something else. By the way, the Lamy is also a medium nib and I have a converter in it. And here is a writing example for it. So again, this is the medium nib and I use this ink with it. It's by Pilot, it's the Kiri-same ink in the Iroshizuku line. It's amazing. As I said before, I'm not a fan of black ink, so I wanted to have something that has medium contrast on the page but has some shadowing, because if you look at my writing here, oops, if I look at my writing, there is some shadowing. What it means is that the ink color is changing depending on the ink flow, or if it's a downward stroke or upward stroke. So I just love this ink. I already used up quite a bit of it. I'm almost like 1/5 down here. I love it. If I'm not using my fountain pen, then I'm using this Muji gel pen. It's the 0.5 in the blue-black color. My previous favorite was by Zebra, the Sarasa pens. They are also 0.5. I quite actually like the black color in this, and I also like the vintage pack. This green comes from that vintage pack and I quite enjoy it. But the Muji pens are way cheaper and honestly juicier. I just like a juicy pen, as you can see. I like a medium nib, I like a juicy gel pen, so I really recommend the Muji pens. But if you can't pick them up in your country, the Zebra Sarasa is also an amazing choice. And this is the highlighter I use. This is also from Muji. It's the olive green highlighter and you can see the color here on the page. I really enjoy it. But again, if you don't have Muji, I also love the Zig Art Graphic Twin brush pen in the color 086. This is like a sage green, grayish color. I really like this color. As you can see, I also have a washi tape in a similar color, so this sage green is one of my favorite colors. So I told you that the insert problem is bugging me because I finished an insert in like 16 days, and if I'm going in this rate, and I will, then I will have 20 something inserts at the end of the year that I already filled. First of all, at that point it's getting pretty expensive. The second thing is that archiving 20 something inserts every year, no, I'm not dealing with it. So one of my ideas is actually using some inserts from Muji. So these are their notebooks in B6 and they are quite nice. They lay flat. They were sold out of the grid one, so that's why I have the lined. And I'm thinking about trying out these for my traveler setup because they have way more pages, they are way thicker, so maybe I can use these, but the thing is they are too small. So this is the size of the normal insert and this is the Muji one, and you can see it's like 5 centimeters or maybe like 4 centimeters too short. What I can do is buying an A5 version of this, so it's way bigger but it's the same height, and then I can cut it down to this width. But the question is, do I want to do that? Actually, let me show you how it would look like here. maybe I just have to accept that if I put the Muji insert in, it will look like this. I'm not sure. Okay, I can write comfortably in it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Does it look weird? I'm not sure. So please, if you know where I can buy thicker TN inserts, let me know. Because this is not it. I don't think this is it. Anyways, this was my 2025 setup and flip through of my first insert. So please let me know if you have any questions, and I'm definitely posting more stationery videos on this channel from now on. So please subscribe and that's it. Bye.